the color pap. Hey everyone, it's Michelle, and today I am doing the bad and the boring tag. There's a new makeup tag going around. It's all about bad and boring makeup, and I really want to do it. Obviously, I'm laid back right now, very chill. I've already got my glasses on today, so we're just gonna roll with the way I look. This tag was created by Lisa Lobotomy. I will try to link her channel below, and then there are 10 questions. So this should be pretty quick, just a quick fun video. Let's see here. Question 1 is a foundation finish you don't like. I mean, how many foundation finishes are there really? There's matte, dewy, natural, satin. I don't know, matte is definitely my least favorite. I'm normal to dry, lately more normal, but still matte I just feel is so heavy. I'm not into huge full coverage type of situations, so I would definitely go matte on that one. No. Question number 2 is the worst mascara you've ever tried. That's a tough one. I've tried a lot of shitty mascaras in my day. I'd say I've tried high-end mascaras that disappointed, and I've tried like drugstore mascaras that disappointed. Looking at you, CoverGirl, Peacock Flare. But let's go with the high-end one because that one actually costs a lot of money. I can't stand the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I know it's so many people's holy grail, but I hate the wand, how it's like fat and skinny and fat, and it flakes on me like no other mascara does. And I think it's what, like 25 bucks, somewhere around there. So it's expensive and I hate it. So we'll go with that one for worst mascara ever. Question number 3 is one thing you've tried once.
Knowledge.
One thing you've tried once and have thrown away. Funny enough, another mascara, the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. I got a sample size of it, so who knows, maybe the full size is different, but I hated it. It did nothing to my lashes. I put them on and it was like, it added some black and that was it. So I've used it that one time, never used it again. I got rid of it. That thing went in the trash. Question number 4, the most boring eyeshadow palette that you own. Funny you should ask. It's gotta be the Tarte Aspen Ovard palette. I own, like over 60 eyeshadow palettes. This one's pretty damn boring. The packaging, it's reflective, so it may be hard to tell, is so pretty. Like, it's just this rose gold and it has these pink flowers. The back is just rose gold as well. So you open it up and it's like 50 shades of beige. It smells good though, it smells like chocolate. So basically, if you have any amount of melanin, you can't wear this palette. It's what it comes down to. It's so white girl based. These two are great transitions for me. There's like one really deep matte. There's some pretty shimmers in here. They're kind of lackluster though, I don't know. And then there's a blush and a highlight. The highlight's really pretty. The blush is a little too pigmented for my liking, but I really do like this palette. This was actually my first neutral eyeshadow palette. So most people end up starting with your neutrals and your browns for eyeshadow. Since I really got into makeup like later in my 20s, I don't know, I didn't start with browns. I started with color. I went full force into color and never wanted brown eyeshadow because I didn't like the color brown in general, like on my eyes. It wasn't for me. I always said I didn't want to buy palettes with brown in them. And then this one came out and I was like, it looks a lot of brown shades in there, but it looks pretty. And now I'm so glad I have it as I sit here with brown shades on my eyes right now. I do love neutrals now, but this is boring as shit. Number 5 is a makeup trend that you think is boring and want to go away. A makeup trend. What are some makeup trends right now? I mean, cut creases are still hot, but I don't think they're boring. I think they're fun. Halo eyes are fun. You know what I'm not a fan of? Is this a trend? It's gotta be a trend. I don't know that I'd call it boring. I don't like the Instagram brow. I've never been a fan of it. I think it looks fake. And I mean, if you do it, you do you. You could probably pull it off and it looks good on you, but every time I see it, I'm just like, it's just intense. It's a lot. And then you might look at my brows and be like, well, they're boring. All you do is fill them in. Because all I do with mine is seriously fill them in. I don't draw anything. It's just, I'm not a fan of how it looks. So I guess I would say I want that to die, but I don't know. Do you, girl or boy? Number 6, the worst liquid lipstick you have tried. That's an easy one. The ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. When I made my first ColourPop order, I must have ordered at least like 6 of their matte liquid lipsticks because I heard so much hype about them and I was so excited to get them. First of all, I hated the doe foot. It always bled like outside my lines, even with a lip liner. I don't know what it was about it. And then the formula was so dry and just so uncomfortable, and it would crumble and flake on me. I know they're cheap, but their Ultra Satin Lip is a much better formula. I also enjoyed their Ultra Glossy Lip. The Ultra Matte Lip, though, hands down worst liquid lipstick I've ever tried. Number 7 is, what color do you think is the most boring one? I'd say brown, but really you can do a lot with browns now. White. White's pretty damn boring. I almost never just use like a white eyeshadow. I don't even know if this means eyeshadow. Let's go with that, white. White's fucking boring. White. Number 8, what brand do you think comes out with the most boring things? This is a good one. There's a lot. Lorac is pretty fucking boring. Tarte can be really boring. They're a little interesting, but they're boring. Benefit is boring as hell. Oh my god. Their newest palette, that should be like revolutionary. Party Like a Flock Star. Stupid. Stupid. They just keep like, oh look, we made a new bronzer. Psych, we just made a bigger size. I don't know, Benefit's so boring. Their releases are like pretty lame. Now that Benefit cookie highlighter, that's nice. And now they're putting it in a single, so cool. But again, it's not anything new. They already have it in palettes. They just rehash a lot of the same old shit. So yeah, Benefit. Number 9, what step in your makeup routine is the most boring? Oh, my brows. That's easy. Maybe because I don't do an Insta brow. Maybe because all I do is really fill them in, but I hate doing my brows. I always start with them. I fill in my brows with a pencil, usually Brow Wiz or some drugstore dupe. And then I carve them out with a little bit of stick concealer. It's like a soft carve, and that's really it. So it's pretty boring. Yeah, maybe if they were more intricate, I'd have fun. Yeah, boring brows. Last question, number 10. If you had to choose between a good base and a bad eye look, or a bad base and a good eye look, what would you choose? I would go with a good base and a bad eye look, because in my everyday life, not on YouTube, I wear glasses. So like right now, my eye look's not that great. It's a long story. I'm not gonna get into it. But my glasses at least kind of help cover it up. So at least my skin can look pretty while my eyes can be slightly hidden by my frames, maybe, if I'm lucky. So yeah, always a good base. Always. Maybe they'll just be like, oh, her foundation's pretty, she just sucks at eyeshadow. So yeah, if I'm walking around with good eyeshadow and fucked up face, no. Good base. Alright guys, that was it. It's just a quick little fun video. I wanted to do this tag, so I did it. If you enjoy these types of videos, please give this one a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, sorry for wasting your time. Anyway, I love you guys and I'll see you later. Bye!